Hello all, today we're going to look into the introduction of SAP. So we'll start with the introduction. Okay, basically SAP, stands for Systems, Applications and Products in Data Processing. Actually, whatever the industry you take, okay, so all the industry will going to run on 4 M's. What are these 4 M's is refers to? One is man, machine, material and money. Okay, so whatever the industry you take, all the industries will going to run on these 4 M's, and whatever the SAP is there, it is also saying the same thing, just like system, applications and products. Like, we'll be using all these 4 resources which are integrated in one or the other way, so that they will going to complete the system. Okay, but how to integrate them, what are the different things are needed for the integration, everything we'll going to discuss in this class. Okay, and we'll going to discuss what is the development phases, how SAP got developed. Okay, so that is also we'll going to discuss one by one. So if you take any organization, no, if you take any organization, so in the organizations, let us consider a manufacturing company. Okay, we have divisions like manufacturing. After that, we have the divisions like finance, okay, and sales and distribution, and we're going to get the human resource, that is the HR people. So we need to integrate these divisions in one or the other way, so that our business will going to work with a very smoothness. Okay, so basically whatever the means the systems you take, okay, all the systems will be having a 3 different layers. Okay, we will going to get a 3 layers within the systems. Before going to this, okay, how the SAP got developed, okay, so that is important. Okay, how the versions, okay, you can say what are the different versions of SAP in 1970s. Okay, 1970s, 5 IBM employees, they got that, okay, if only 4 things are there, like man, machine, material and money, if only 4 resources are required to run any of the businesses, means why don't we try for doing something like integrating all these 4 resources, so that we can run any of the organization. It might be a service, it might be banking, it might be a finance, anything. Okay, whatever the organization it might be, they can run through integrating these 4 resources. They got the idea and they started working on it. Initially in 1970s, they have come up with a SAP R1. Okay, they're going to call it as a R1, where R stands for real time integration, or else you can say real time data processing. Okay, R stands for real time data processing. And what is this 1 stands for? Okay, it is called as a here R stands for real time data processing. And what is this 1 stands for? Okay, it is a single tier architecture. Okay, so it is a single tier architecture. What is this single tier architecture is refers to? Okay, so we will be having a 3 different layers in the systems. Okay, 3 different layers will come, 3 layers, okay, in the system. What are these 3 layers? The first thing we're going to get a database layer. Database layer, where actually all the what is that information which is stored, okay, that is the database layer. And second thing, we're going to get the application layer. Okay, in the application layer, whatever the processing is there, it will going to happen over here. And you can consider the final is the presentation layer. Okay, we can deal with the example for this. Okay, what is this database layer? Let us consider this computer is there. Within this, the database layer is its ROM. Okay, whatever the ROM we will be using, that is the database layer, from where it is fetching the information. Okay, and what is the application? Let us consider I am using this Excel, means this Excel will be one application. Okay, if I am giving equal to 2 plus 2, okay, it will going to show us 4. How this is 4 coming? Okay, I have just given this program, but where the program is stored, it is stored in the database layer. Okay, and we are giving this program into this application, Excel application, and it is presenting us. Okay, it is just showing the value 4. 4 is for end user. Okay, that is what the presentation layer is all about. Okay, if you are writing some R also, only why R is written over here. Okay, only why R is written over here, why not in the other side? Okay, it is something is there which is going to cause this thing. Okay, so they are all coming over here. And what is this single tier architecture is refers to? Okay, single tier architecture means all these three layers, they are inputted into one single machine. Okay, all these three layers, they are inputted into one single machine, so we're going to call it as a single tier architecture. We can say, okay, we can consider this as a database layer, sorry, this as a database layer and application layer and a presentation layer. Like all these three things are stored in the single box over here. Okay, that is how they have come up with a single tier architecture. What is the error, issue over here? It is a mainframe system. The SAP wants to get out of this particular system as soon as possible. Later on in 1980s, okay, in 1980s they have come up with a two-tier architecture. Okay, that is the SAP R bar 2. Okay, here R means the same thing, real-time data processing or real-time integration, and the 2 refers to two-tier architecture. What is this two-tier architecture? Here you have the one server. Okay, a server is involved over here, where, okay, we'll just consider by taking this example. Okay, copy. Okay, in this you have the database layer and the application layer. Apart from that, you can connect a different number of presentation layer. Okay, you can have the okay, I can consider this as a presentation layer. Okay, you can have the different numbers. Okay, n number of presentation layers, something like this. Okay, we can integrate these presentation layers to the application as well as the database layer, so that here you can have the access for different end users. So that is what the what is that SAP come up with. Okay, and it is having some good performance as well, so that it can support certain multiple users. Okay, so that was the main thing over here. Then SAP come up with a in 1990s. Okay, in 1990s there were so many great progressions were there in the SAP. It is come up with a R bar 3 system. R bar 3 system. What is this R bar 3 system? SAP is having only the database here. Okay, one thing is a database layer is maintained here. Okay, database layer is maintained here. For this database layer, no, they are having a different applications. Okay, different applications are integrated with this database layer, different applications. Okay, and these different applications are integrated to different presentation layer. Okay, these different applications are integrated to different presentation layer. Through this we can connect this SAP to n number of what is that end users. Okay, multiple servers can like we can install the multiple servers so that we can run the SAP over here. So this is the T-tier architecture model that supports n number of end users. Okay, so that is how they are come up with the 3 different what is that versions of SAP. Okay, and in SAP we can say like what is SAP focuses on. Okay, main thing we can discuss about the on what part. Okay, on what SAP focuses on. Okay, if you are considering this part, no, SAP basically focuses on finance. Under the finance we have certain things called as a account payables. What is this account payables? For whoever the means if any organization is there means they'll be having the vendors as well as the customers. If you are purchasing something from the vendors, okay, you need to pay the money to them. That is the account payables. Okay, these are the expenses. Okay, expenses you can consider. And what is this account receivables? Okay, account receivables. Okay, this account receivables is nothing but some customers are there which are brought the products from you people, okay, or the organization, so they have to give the money. So that is what the profit is all about. Okay, this is the profit. Then we'll going to maintain some what is the general ledger. Okay, and after that we'll going to maintain certain asset management. So all these things are coming under the finance, and SAP mainly focuses on the finance. Second thing, it will going to focuses on the logistics. Okay, what is this logistics here? It is nothing but a sales and distribution part, where it will going to deal with the what is that sales of the materials, and giving the services of that particular materials. Okay, and it will also depend means concentrates on material management. So in the material management, it is all about like will be having a cycles over here. Okay, in the material management we're going to get the cycle called as PTP cycle, which is called as a procure to pay cycle. Means you are procuring the material, and until, okay, you are paying the vendor. Okay, that is what the part is, until a procure to pay cycle. In sales and distribution, you will be having the cycle called as OTC. Okay, in the upcoming class we'll be discussing about this procure to pay. Anyway, it is as we are going through the material management. Okay, OTC stands for like order to cash. Okay, means they are ordering certain products. Okay, and they are purchase means for that they are somebody ordering the products for our company, and after that how to take the amount from them. Okay, that is what it is all about. Okay, sales and distribution. Okay, so after this, no, the SAP mainly focuses on human resource. Okay, in the human resources also they'll be come up with the benefits as well as the payroll. Okay, in the payroll and the benefits, what is there here actually, payroll, like how many people are working, okay, and how much salary we are giving to them. And if let us consider in the material management, some person is working, okay, while procurement, some person is unloading the material or loading the material, whatever it might be. So here some people are working. So how this person is working, like we can analyze his performance also. Okay, so by analyzing his performance, and this whatever the person is working, no, the HR module is having the particular ID for that particular person who is working over here. So these two are integrated. Okay, you can consider all the modules within the SAP, they are integrated to one another. Okay, we have the integration because here whatever the worker is working, we need to analyze his performance. However, the performance, based upon his performance, here HR people or the higher management will going to give the means based upon his work, they're going to differentiate the rewards for the different people. Okay, so that is how we'll going to consider the what is that HR modules. Okay, and next thing we're going to discuss about the SAP ERP. What is this ERP stands for? Okay, SAP ERP. What is this ERP stands for? It is nothing but a enterprise resource planning. Okay, means read it from the right side. Okay, planning the resources for the enterprise. Okay, like some organization is there, they are having some machines, they are having some what is that people who are working under the company, and they are having certain amount. Okay, like this, if they are having, so whom to assign to which work, so that they can get the maximum profit out of it. Okay, like that it will going to means enterprise resource planning is nothing but planning the resources to successfully running up of particular enterprise or the organization. Okay, we can consider that. And after that we can consider also SAP ECC. Okay, ECC stands for enterprise central component, where the modules are integrated to this particular component, and based upon this only we're going to integrate everything. In 1990s, no, SAP comes up with some different what is that modules also. Okay, one is the SAP BW. Okay, so like they were expanding. Okay, the SAP expands really fast in the 1990s. Okay, and they are come up with a SAP BW, that is nothing but a business warehouse. Okay, so here they were having the historical data is stored within the business warehouse. So they used this data for the analytical reporting. Okay, the analytical reporting also very important thing when we are working in the SAP. Based upon this data they can analyze the futuristic approaches. Okay, then the SAP come up with the SAP CRM. Okay, CRM stands for customer relationship management. Okay, where the pre-sales marketing team is involved, where they're going to visit to the different organizations to tell about the SAP, and they're going to show their success stories. Based upon that they try to implement the SAP into different organizations. After that a sales team was there, and once the sales is also done, the post sales customer service also available in the CRM application. And in the procurement side SAP comes up with the SAP SRM. Okay, SRM is nothing but a what is that supplier relationship management, means whoever is supplying the products, how to deal with them. Okay, deals with the suppliers onboarding and supplier life cycle, and it will going to connect with the SAP MM, and which deals with the material. Okay, because suppliers means they'll be providing the services or else the material. So we need to means the SAP concentrate or SAP SRM concentrates mainly on these particular things. Okay, and however we'll going to go through the contracts or the sourcing and catalog management. All these things are coming under the SRM part. So after this SAP we can discuss a little bit on the modules which are available in the SAP. Okay, modules in SAP. So basically if you are considering the modules, there are three types. Okay, three types. What are these three types? First one is the technical modules. Second is the functional modules. Okay, third is the techno functional. So these are the three types of modules which are available in SAP. First thing, if you are considering the technical modules, okay, which are required a little bit of a programming skills. Okay, where you are like in while doing certain processes in SAP. Okay, you may go through certain errors. Okay, what is the root cause of error and all, it can be taken care by the ABAPers or the basis team. What is this ABAP refers to? It is nothing but ABAP. Okay, it is nothing but advanced advanced business advanced business application programming. So they are come up with the advanced business application programming as well as the basis team. Okay, it is nothing but business application software integrated solutions. Like that they have come up with the two technical modules. And one more thing, if you are coming in the functional modules. Okay, functional modules, there are so many different functional modules which are available in the SAP. Okay, like we can consider MM, which is nothing but a material management, and FI, which is a finance, and CO, which is a controlling. After that SD is there, sales and distribution. WM is there, warehouse management. And QM we have quality management. PP we have production management, production planning. And PM plant maintenance. Like that you have the around 18 modules which are there in the functional module, which are considered as the functional modules in SAP. These functional modules, they are like integrated with each other. Okay, they should integrated with each other, so that one wherever if you are creating certain material in MM means the material will be required for the FI consultants to know the price of that particular material. Even the controlling will be take care of that particular material, and SD how to sell that material means for which particular price they have to sell that material. Warehouse management will going to store that material, okay, where to store and how to store, all these things will be maintained the warehouse management. And quality maintenance, they'll be like testing the quality of that particular material, okay. So if the materials were into the batches, or what is the quality, okay, everything is maintained over here. Production planning means whenever your production activity is going to start, that time if that particular material is available or not for producing certain different materials, okay. If you are means let us consider the material is the raw material, and that raw material is needed to what is that in the production, so that they can do some finished products, okay. So how to integrate means whether the material is available, or else they will going to plan for that particular material to procure. All these things are under the production planning. And plant maintenance, here also the materials are needed like that everywhere, okay. So if one module is there means everything is integrated, okay. And next thing we'll be having a techno functional modules. What are these techno functional modules? Okay, here we have a HANA and EWM, as well as these are the main two important techno functional modules, okay. What is this HANA refers to, okay, why they are come up with this HANA, okay. That is one more again an important topic to discuss here, okay. This actually HANA refers to high performance analytical application, okay. HANA refers to high performance analytical application. And why they needed this, okay. So earlier the SAP was dependent on the Oracle or SQL servers, okay. That time the time consumption, okay, for processing certain data, it was really high, okay, because the whatever the database was there earlier, it was into the gigabytes, but later on it moved to the terabytes, okay. It the data was very huge, okay. To process that data, they were using some Oracle or the SQL servers, but these servers were third-party systems which will going to process the data very slowly, okay. So that is why to build a reliable and a robust database, they are come up with a HANA. HANA is the in-memory database, performs very faster than the other systems, so that is why they are considering this HANA database. And nowadays we were using the S4 HANA. S for refers for the simple over here, okay. So we were using the S4 HANA, and within that it is also like one of the important we can consider, okay, one of the major differences it is showing it in the markets nowadays, okay. So next in the EWM, that is nothing but extended warehouse management. Again here they are maintaining this extended warehouse management to like the importance of extended warehouse management is how will going to deal with the inbound and outbound delivery. And there are so many different aspects will going to come into the EWM, okay. So like that they are come up with the different technologies over here, okay. So this is what the introduction of SAP we can discuss, and in the later stages we'll going to see what are the different phases of SAP, and we'll going to learn what are the different activities are under the different phases.